If you are going through a heartbreak, make sure you watch this video up to the end. This video is for you. Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nasra Hassan and this is Real Life Perspective. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how to deal with heartbreaks, but also the do's and don'ts during the heartbreak. Before we dive in, if you find value in the content that we make, or if the videos that we make inspire you in one way or another, the only way you can support this channel is by subscribing on it and also to share the videos that we make. That way you are going to encourage us to keep inspiring you. Thank you. Quite often, especially in this era of social media, after heartbreak, you find that it becomes like a competition between exes about who is happier than another. You are going to see people start posting pictures, not only pictures, but some quotes that show that you thought I couldn't be happy after losing you. I'm even happier. You know, things like trying to prove that I can live without you. This is not the phase of competition. Heartbreak is painful, and this is the phase where you learn so much. If you really focus on yourself, it is not the phase of competition. It is not the phase of start proving that you are happier, you are more happy after losing this person, or you are doing well. Even if you are really happy, you are not supposed to post anything. You are not supposed to prove, because you are not in competition with anyone. What you have to do is to focus on yourself. You can tell that this person is trying so hard to prove that they are okay, yet you can see that someone is miserable, but they are trying so hard to prove that they are fine, they are doing fine. This phase of heartbreak, it is the phase that you can learn so much about yourself. It is the phase that you can learn so many lessons. But the more you keep proving that you are happy, the more you interrupt the process, and the more you make it even painful, and you make it even hard for you to heal. Because you cannot fake happiness, you cannot fake emotions. If you feel hurt, it is very okay to feel that way. Feel free to feel whatever you feel. Give yourself the space and the time to go through that. It is human. It is not like if you are hurting or if you are going through pain, it will make you a less of a woman or a less of a man, or it will make you a coward. You are not a coward. You are going through a painful process, and it is normal and it is human to feel hurt. The more you keep proving that you are not affected, that you are not hurt, you will do yourself a disservice. But also, and you are lying to yourself. Why? Simply because you want to impress your ex and you want to prove to the people, to us, the social media in-laws, that you are doing fine. Actually, people don't care. Emotions don't lie. If you feel like crying, it is very okay. And actually, this explains the fact that we are a sad generation with happy pictures or happy videos. The only way you heal from heartbreak is only when you take the time to feel what you are feeling, even if it is just for 1 week. Focus on yourself. That is the way how you deal with the emotions, and that is the way how you heal. And this does not make you a coward. It simply means you are a human and you are emotional being. If necessary, get off social media. Give yourself that time to grieve, especially if you feel like social media is putting you under pressure, because there is so much pressure, especially for us ladies. When you see that for him, it seems not to be affected, and you also want to prove to him that you are also not hurt, but you are hurting yourself. You are not hurting him. So you focus on yourself. Get off social media. If you feel the pressure, get off social media. Focus on yourself. Give yourself the time to grieve. If you feel like crying, cry it all. Because the more you give yourself the time to grieve, the shorter it becomes for you to heal. But the more you suppress the emotions, the longer it takes for you to heal. So it is for you to choose. Do you want to numb the emotions because you want to prove that you are doing well, or you are not affected, yet inside you feel like you are affected and you feel like crying? Or you want to keep proving to this person that you are doing well, you are not affected? It is okay to be there, but not for so long. The other common mistakes that so many people make after they break up is rebound. Just the way how I've explained, there are so many emotions that you feel like you want to share, and most of the time many people tend to go immediately in another relationship, and most especially this comes from pressure, because you want to prove that I am beautiful. I'm not trying to attack women, but as a woman I know what I'm talking about, and I'm talking from the experience. We tend to prove that I am beautiful, other people can love me. So many people don't want to face those emotions, so they tend to get other people to help them to go through that heartbreak, yet no one will help you to heal. The healing process is personal. You don't need anyone, unless if you really need a friend to talk to, or you need a therapist, because many people tend to lie to themselves that the only way you can get rid of your ex is having sex with another person. That is wrong. You don't have to have sex with another person in order to forget this other person. The only way you can forget about this person and move on from heartbreak is when you give yourself the time to grieve, but not by having sex with another person, or not to immediately jump into another relationship. It is harmful, because when you go in another relationship, you haven't dealt with what made you to break up. What makes you think that this mistake or the reason that caused you to break up in your previous relationship is not going to happen? Because you haven't dealt with it. And not only you are going to hurt yourself, but you're also going to hurt other people. Because hurt people hurt people. You are going in that relationship expecting this person is going to help you to heal, or is going to help you to get rid of this heartbreak. Because relationships are also about giving, not only taking. So what are you going to give? You are broken, you are unhealed, you are wounded. It means you're just going to cause chaos in that relationship. So this rebound relationship is actually doing more harm to you than good. Think about it. Because you cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. Nothing change if nothing change. If you don't heal from your heartbreak, you are not going to be happy in this rebound relationship. This is the time for you to start doing introspection. This is the time for you to start reflecting on yourself. It is very easy to play victim and to blame others. Most especially, you will hear so many people, my ex is a dog, my ex is a trash, my ex is this, my ex was that. But what about you? What about yourself? You are not perfect. You cannot tell me that in all the relationships you are always the victim. This is the time for you to figure out, what could I have done wrong for this to happen? Because there are two people in relationship. So for something to happen, you might have also caused at least at 50% for this thing to happen. So this is the time for you to start figuring out, what is that I might have contributed for this to happen. Take responsibility. There's this theory, as you are blaming another person, these two fingers are pointing at another person, but there are these three pointing at you. So if this person was wrong 20 times, it means me, I was wrong 30 times or 3 times. It means there's always the part that you play in something to happen, whether in relationship or in any circumstance. So as we are talking about relationship, When you break up, it is not about always your ex. It has also something to do with you, because let's say if your ex disrespected you, then it means you also made some mistakes, and the mistake was to maybe allow him to disrespect you. That is the part you might have played. And during this time, it is now for you to start figuring out what is that I'm going to do differently so that this thing does not happen in my next relationship. This is what you're going to do. You cannot tell me that all the 10 men or women that you had a relationship with failed to understand you. You are not math, you are not physics, you are not chemistry. Are you? That is impossible. There is something about you that you are supposed to work on in order to make your next relationship work. And that is something that you are going to figure out during this process. Stop blaming your exes. Stop playing victim. If you are going through a heartbreak, this is a homework. Yes, much as this person might have disrespected me, but what did I do to also contribute to that? Maybe when he disrespected me, I laughed instead of communicating to him that it is wrong and it is hurting me. Or you didn't communicate to them that it is wrong what they are doing. So you encouraged them to keep doing that. Because you teach people how to treat you with what you tolerate. So it might have been maybe you tolerated that disrespect. That's why it kept happening, and that's what has led for you to break up. In the next relationship, you are going to know now what to do differently. And this is what you're going to do during this heartbreak phase. Also, another thing that you are going to do is to be grateful to God, for He has removed this person in your life, because he is not meant for you. God has removed this person in your life so that you can finally meet the one who is meant for you. I know this sounds cliche, but you should actually celebrate it, because he is not the only person on this earth. If he was the one, God would have kept you together. But since he is not the one, God has removed him or her in your life so that you can finally meet the one who is meant for you. Another thing you are going to do, you are going to work on your happiness. You must be able to create your own world of happiness so that you can attract the people who will come and fit in that world. And once you create your own world of happiness, it will be very easy for you to know who can fit in this world, you know, because you already know what makes you happy. Yeah, even by yourself, you should be able to be happy with or with no one in your life, because you have already created this world. Hence, you will be able to attract the people who think like you, the people that you are compatible with emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, physically, and then lastly, sexually. Unfortunately, many people are only sexually compatible, but all these other aspects of compatibility, they don't consider them. You find that so many relationships are based on sex. Yet sex is superficial. Yes, sex is good, we don't refuse, but sex is superficial. Believe me, if your relationship is only based on sex, once they go and they find another person who can serve them the same sex, it will be very easy for them to forget about you. But you should have something which is beyond sex that you can offer in a relationship. Because sex is superficial. Sex can be found elsewhere. There is no value that you can add in someone's life. There is nothing at all. And so many ladies don't want even to focus on their self-improvement. You'll find that they focus so much on sex, but because that is something that they feel that they can offer, because they don't have more than that. Yet you can offer more than sex. And this is something that you have to focus on during this process of heartbreak. You are going to figure out what is that something unique about you that you can offer in a relationship, in that when they leave you, they will never find you elsewhere. They will look for you. They will have sex with even 10 more people, but they will never find you, because for you it is not only about sex. There is something about you that you can offer to that relationship that can never be found anywhere else. You get, you have to explore that thing. What is that something about you that you can offer in a relationship, and that is going to create the value that you are going to bring in the relationship, in your next relationship, because you don't want to repeat the same mistakes in the next relationship. It might end, but when the relationship ends, while you know that, for me, I have done my best, okay, it may still hurt, but it will not be like your whole world has fallen, because you know that you have already created your own world alone, and this is not going to take your happiness away. This is not going to break you as much as it can break you, when the only thing that you can offer in a relationship is only sex. Stop texting, stop calling. If you have your phone right now and you feel like you want to text, stop. Don't do that. Stop texting. Stop calling him or her. Stop listening to sad music or heartbreak music. Stop that. I can watch you right now. I can see you. Especially ladies, I know you. I can see you in your bed right now listening to those sad heartbreak songs. Stop that. Stop right now. Listen to empowering songs. Listen to songs like Unbreakable, because music is so powerful. When you are in that phase and you listen to those songs, there's a way how it gives you the power to even want to text him more. He has already blue ticked you, but you still want to text. And this is given the fact that music is so powerful, the message is kind of encouraging you to do that, to put yourself in the painful situation again. Don't listen to those songs. Listen to empowering songs. There are songs which have powerful messages, powerful and empowering messages, like Unstoppable, I'm a Woman, Flowers, you know, that I can buy myself flowers. Those kind of songs which have those strong and powerful lyrics, those are the songs that you should listen to. No, I can see you laying on your bed, covering yourself, listening to those heartbreak songs. Stop, stop, stop. And this is all I had for you today. I hope this information has helped you in one way or another. If you are going through a heartbreak, I hope this information has changed your perspective, and I hope it's going to help you to do better in your next relationship. And I want to wish you good luck for that if you are really going through heartbreak. From real life perspective, I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, it's a wrap. My name is Nasra Hassan. Bye bye and stay blessed.